High global open discussions. It's on its way back. Been up Danes Dyke. We went to do something lately. I've been investigating into things up there, and that I think I'm on some acorns. We went to get an offering. These are things. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to have a little walk down the beach now. We've had a few miles. I've come from that way up there. It's the waning of the moon. Apparently, the moon has a lot to do with it. Witchcraft, shapeshifters, Welsh Celtic Mythology, various other things. So what we're going to do is, right, I'm going to take you for a walk back with me, and I'm going to tell you as much as I've found out up to press of what this all possibly means. But this is just a personal experience that's been happening to me and my partner Julie, and obviously the kids, but it's answered a lot of questions that we've probably been subjected to. So it's nice here and that. Come here quite often. I was here, in fact yesterday I think it was. Good through daytime. I go through it. We've had some big times lately as well, some rather interesting things on the beach. Always is. There's some rather interesting and strange things that happen quite often at Danes Dyke. And weather damage. All that. Oh, the beach has had a good, let's say a good a shake about. So yeah, like I said, we've been. Something happened on 10th of July. I did a previous video on it, and I didn't know what to make of it. I didn't quite know what to make of it, and witchcraft sprung to mind, or some kind of thing like that. I tried not to think devil worshipping. I've asked various people and that, you know, I have had some advice on it. We'll just come down here anyway, and we'll get on a bit of flat ground, and we'll have a walk down the beach. Yeah. I hope. What's this on here? Again, an overloaded bottle. At least somebody's picked it up. I like to see this. That's what we've got. Oh, I don't want to get too close to it, but I'm not quite sure. Is it osprey or something like that? I'm not sure what it is, the young osprey. Something like that, but at least somebody's picking some rubbish up. But yeah, we're down here. And we've been up that way. And you can just make out headline and that. There's some boats out on the sea. The lighting distance over there, that's a local pub and things, but it is quite dark actually, so I don't know if you can pick that up, but anyway, I think we'll have a walk down the beach. It's had a good route about Sunday. a little excavations from right up here. We've shook several parts of the beach off anyway. But yeah, what have I found out? Right? I'll tell you what I found out. And I'm still trying to work it all out. It's to do with a Welsh Celtic underworld god called Arawan. I think that's how I pronounce it. It's Welsh. And through that then it's led me into, which has answered questions about what I believe were witchcraft, which is looking most possible. So we'll get walking, we'll talk and walk. I found, I know it sounds well, it is mythologically, it actually originates from Ireland with ancient giants that rose from a lake, apparently from the underworld. It's to do with a 12th century poet. Now off the top of my head I can't remember the name. But as you get into it, and I'm only just touching the surface on it. Acorns has a lot to do with it. Oak trees. Deers, you know, animals, creatures, things like that. What does it all mean? But I don't know exactly, but I'm almost, I believe I've almost worked it out. Through these mythological tales, or other mythological tales, the two are connected. Arawan and a witch, who is she's a goddess. She's called Cerridwen, or it's hard to pronounce. She's a Welsh goddess, deity, and she's called Cerridwen. I think that's how I pronounce it. And she's basically ties in with Arawan, or Arawan. It's basically the Welsh underworld god of Celtic religion. And Cerridwen is the Celtic Welsh dark witch. And believe me, from what I found out is she's something that you don't mess with, because she'll destroy you. She can make things happen. She's basically she's a witch, a very powerful goddess witch, who rules alongside Arawan, who is the underworld god. And he basically goes around searching for souls using his hounds. And believe me, this is where then these werewolf things and all this kind of skinwalker stuff, it's all tying together. And basically she's a shape-shifting lunar deity. And she operates between the new moon and from a full moon on the waning, which we've been up today, we've had to make an offering because we didn't realise what had happened, but we stumbled across somebody that were probably worshipping her. This is these stones and these feathers and this oak tree. And our own truth proof the other day, and there were Rev and Paul on and that, and I put in comments, and Rev got back in touch with me, and his information that he gave me has helped me, find, because this is the thing, you see, what she does is if you see her or whatever, you see what happens is it's ancient grounds, and when you go up there and you're not respecting it, or you don't know what you're dealing with, and I've been warned about this and that from these encounters with these paranormal things, these voices, these magnetic fields, again, these EMFs and that. I've seen these eye things, you know, what look like werewolves, skinwalkers and things like that, and people think you're backing up. But we're not, because even Julie's seen these creatures and these, you know, these cryptics. But we looked at it, it's all leading down to witchcraft, which this is where this particular day, again on the 10th of July, a day before Julie's birthday, that Julie and the girls, the twin girls, saw this woman. I actually met Paul that day as well, Paul Sinclair, and Les. She showed me anyway, and she got this tent set up and these candles around, you know, under this tree, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, I'm like, come on, leave her and that, don't be, you know, don't be peeping and that, you know, don't intrude. Well, I found out is anyway, this Cerridwen, like I said, she's not to be messed with. And basically what it is a story to her, well, I found out, and she's the goddess of the earth and the moon and cosmology, you know, astronomy, wisdom and knowledge, good luck, bad luck, lots of things. She's an herbalist and a shapeshifter, the most powerfulest witch of all time, still to this present day. And there's witches, you know, I know, but I do believe in it. You never, ever doubt anything, ever. And apparently she can shapeshift into anything she wants, even to a grain of corn. She has the ability to do anything. She takes a form, I mean, it's made me think, and it's very, very specific about this. One of the animals that's shapeshifting, and this is into the story, is very particular, and it's a dog, a greyhound. A bulldog, a greyhound. So I'm thinking about it, and then the original myth, well, as I mentioned, these giants raised from this lake, apparently, from this, it sounds a bit like an Atlantis type thing. Like Nephilim, a bit like an Anunnaki story. Very similarities. To be honest, I don't know, you know, like I said, this is as far as I've got. There's going to be more on this. It's really, really got me going. This has happened for a reason, which I do believe everything does. But yeah, apparently this, you know, it's a bit like Enki Inwheel type thing, but these giants that raised this was like in Ireland or something. Ireland, because obviously we've got myths about giants and fairies and, you know, and genies, jinns and stuff like lots and lots of druid things. Well, this, I think, you know, this, it does relate to like druidy type stuff. It reminds me of something, what I said to them over there. Can you remember that TV series, Robin Hood? And this guy with like a deer head, and he could morph and that, you know, like a shapeshifter, and he was a spirit in forest of Sherwood, you know, Sherwood Forest. So anyway, these giants apparently rose from things, and then, cut long story short, they got fed up with them, so they cast them away, so they went to Wales. This is where Welsh Celtic Mythological comes in. I mean, we're going back, you know, before Bronze, it's like Bronze Age, Neolithic, which ties in up with Danes Dyke, because it was back as far as there's Bronze Age burials, Neolithic ancient grounds, ties in with Doggerland, before the, you see it now, the North Sea, before this were here. I know, this is, you know, there's a lot more to it, but I think this is a key part to it. So I'm gonna get into it. Basically, what I found out, this deity shape-shifting deity, goddess, Cerridwen, I think it's like that. It's Welsh, ancient Welsh, Gaelic, or something like that. But she had 2 children, twins, a girl and a boy. The girl was beautiful, perfect in every way, and she was the light. And she had a son, and he was rather ugly and malevolent, and he was the dark. And bad things happened to him in this hour, so Cerridwen got fed up, because the people picked on him and bullied him and things, stuff that happens, and as it goes, it's bad. So, obviously being the high goddess, the underworld darkness thing or whatever it is, she was the holder of the cauldron. It even actually ties in with mythology. This is another part with King Arthur and like Sir Lancelot and things like that. But that's another part for another time. We'll just start with this bit. This is where I'm on a trail here, and basically if you see her or come in contact, she can destroy your life. Like I said, she'll ruin you, she'll destroy you. Because skulls are the things to do. We'll go into that in a bit. Anyway, we've seen her anyway, or a priestess that's been worshipping on this tree, and I'm like, oh, what's this and that, and I've gone back just a couple of days ago and that, and I saw a video on the channel already about that. So like I said, I've been working on it. Well, these giants, it relates to that. I've got more research doing it. I'm going to do a proper write-up on it. I'll have to write a book about it. But yeah, basically she got brassed off and that bit all, so she brewed a spell up in, she has a cauldron and it can take life, she can even raise dead. The powers are that strong, she can raise dead, these warriors and that, but it comes with a price in that. Like I said, she'll destroy you, so you have not to underestimate her power. Because she'll shapeshift, she can shapeshift into wolves, otters, birds, which is why they call the white sow or something like that, things are very sacred, so I would suggest look into it. Do not underestimate her power. And she comes as forms of robes and described as the White Lady, and various other things and that, and phenomena. There's lots of reports of Danes Dyke that really do tie in with these things. And she can work for you, but she will destroy you. So, we've been up to make an offering anyway, but the story is that we'll get to chase now. So I'm getting near back now to where we want to be. So, this is an insight, this is deep. Well, the story goes, as it goes, like I said, she had these 2 children. Oh, we've got a fish here, look what we've got here. It's supper. It looks like a whiting. Yeah, it's a whiting that. What's for tea? Whiting and chips. Right, back to serious thing. She brewed this potion up in the cauldron. She's got this cauldron and it's like a piece. When I looked, I thought, it sounds a bit like Holy Grail type thing, what Christ or whatever type thing, witchy one. No disrespect to him. she had to brew a potion what took 1 year and 1 day. So that's not 365 days, that's 366 days. So 1 year and 1 day. This potion was very complex. And this potion, well, it gives you knowledge and immortality and whatever, you know, to make a son better. It was intended for the son. But she got the blind man, her blind man apparently, to keep collecting wood and feeding fire for 1 year and 1 day. While I think it was called Gwen or something like that. And he was only a young lad, but he had to stay in it for 1 year and 1 day. And they had to keep it to, they had to boil at this certain thing, and she had to, because she was neighbours and she was adding ingredients in, but they had to go in at a certain time. Specific things, because she's like lunar deity and that, so I had to go down moon time. And what happened was, is as it comes to the final stage of that, he's staring at part, and flashes went on his thumb and scolded him on Gwen and that. And so he sucked his thumb right, as you were, because it's burnt and that. And then he realised that he's had this potion that wasn't for him. So he knew that Cerridwen would be pissed and that, and she'd probably kill him. So he did one. You know, decided to flee because he was really, really pissed. But it gave him ability of immortality and to shapeshift and all knowledge. So I decided to shapeshift into a hare, like a rabbit and a hare. But so she chased him, and she shapeshifted into a greyhound. And she caught up with him, so he shapeshifted into like a fish, like a salmon or something. So she shapeshifted into an otter, and he shapeshifted into a bird or something. And she shapeshifted into I think like a hawk or something like that. And you know, like a bit of cat and mouse thing. And eventually, he decided to change it. He changed this then into a wheat, a corn, grain corn, because this is a crucial thing. That it was one of the offerings: acorns, grains of corn, sage, basil. A few things they're offering. You have to offer the things and that, you know, and she'll work with, but you know, no present. You know, this is what I'm learning. So yeah. He disguised himself as corn, so she shapeshifts then into a hen. You know, a hen, a chicken, a hen. And because obviously she's the powerful goddess and that, you know, she found him and ate him, she consumed him and ate him. But he didn't die, because obviously he got this power from potion and that, and she ended up pregnant. So she worked it out that she was pregnant with him, and she says that when she gave birth to him, she was going to kill him. But when she gave birth to him, it was beautiful and all this other, so she couldn't bring it upon herself to kill him and that. So what she did was she sewn him in a leather bag and cast him into the sea. And apparently a prince, English prince or something, found him and saying he have a kid, and they raised him, and he became what was legendary 12th or 13th century poet that writes about it, because he was Gwen or whatever, you know, was St. Pot and this other baby, as he was born again then from Cerridwen. He became this poet that wrote about it in 12th, and there's more myth, but there's more to it than that. But apparently, you know, she can be a nasty piece of work in that. But I found that out, and it ties in with Arawan, and he's underworld god who goes round and claims your souls and things like that. He uses his hounds. And some of the pictures what I've seen that describes them, they look like werewolves and stuff like that. And quite scary, really, quite scary. So what do I make of it all? Well, I've come to this conclusion. With what currently is happening to us, there's no way I'm going to class it as BS. I think it's serious, and I think it's a massive part and a key factor to a lot of these unexplained phenomena that are happening up at Danes Dyke and Bempton Cliffs. I have discussed it with Paul and certain people that I know on communities, on their channels, on friends and that. Those who are believing in these strange things. Sometimes even my closest family, when I talk to them, they just think I'm crackers. But that's the thing, you see. From what I found out, it's only certain people that seem to be selected. What I've worked out is these ancient grounds, if you do not respect them, it's a strange thing that might happen sometimes, not for good. You have to respect things, so this is maybe my lesson, my lesson that I've got to find out, because this is it. See, what she does is, if you come in contact with her, she'll set a task. She's the holder of the earth, the knowledge, and the cosmos, the lunar cycles, and many more things, the forests. She's a shapeshifting witch, a very powerful one as well, not to be underestimated in any circumstance whatsoever. I'm going to research into more of this, because this is what I believe, and this is from my personal experience and my partners and family. But I really do believe that this, and it's not just happens to us, there's many other people that experience these strange phenomena. But it does tie in with phenomena. I'm not sure if it ties in with extraterrestrial or UFO encounters, but then again, who knows? Who knows? Like I say, this is just one part of a jigsaw puzzle you can put together to build all pieces up. Yeah? And when you put that box around it and tie it all in, that's where you break it all out. And that's where the answer lies in there. And I've got the answer says, one of the offerings is a hex. And that's where we're going to tie it up at that. So eyes open, be safe, truth's out there. So get your answers in comments. I hope you enjoyed this. It does tie in with Halloween as well. Look up Goddess Deity, Cerridwen, and the underworld god Arawan, Welsh Celtic gods. So answers in comments, much appreciate it. Smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, share, like. Take care everyone. I'll catch up with you later.